Well, hello, Static, that you've tuned in to One on One as presented through the Hope TV network. I'm E. Dewey Smith, your host for the day, and you've tuned in to our legacy series of One on One. I appreciate you so much, the way you supported this network the past 2 years. We started this in the pandemic just as a way of staying in touch with our community. And my goodness, you've been so supportive. Everybody who's watching, whether it's Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Fire TV, if you're watching through Facebook, YouTube, if you're watching through Instagram, if you're watching through the E. Dewey Smith website, the House of Hope Atlanta website, the House of Hope West Point website, or Hope TV, however you're watching, thank you for tuning in today. Do me a favor, as you're watching, if you're watching through a platform that will let you subscribe, like, comment, or share, please do so now. Every time you subscribe, you help us to grow the platform. Hit that share button. If you share this link with somebody, we can double our viewership just like that. So while you're watching, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I certainly will appreciate you for your support. Listen, I'm excited. Y'all know I'm excited. One church that ministers to 5 generations. You know, we've been working on a multi-generational ministry here for quite a while. And when we adopted the theme, One Church Ministry Generations, it was 4 generations back in 2005 when we adopted this theme. And now we've gone from 4 generations now to 5 generations. And that's why this legacy series is so important, because I want people to know about all the generations of our church and get the wisdom that can only come from one generation. Listen, I am excited. In the words of my late mother, I wish y'all can see this little heart of mine. I'm tickled pink because I got somebody, y'all, I got somebody on here today that's got a story to tell. We're going to have to get her back. She's having a little laryngitis today, but she's going to come back. When I tell you something, she's acting shy. Don't let this fool you today, okay? Please don't let it fool you. Please don't. But she's been around this church for nearly 50 years, just celebrated a birthday in February. And y'all, I want to introduce somebody to you. Listen, she is jazzy. I want y'all to welcome to One on One Legacy Series, Mrs. Kilpatrick. Hey, pretty lady. Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing nice. How about you?
I'm doing good. You look beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
what's going on with your?
Well, I had a little something happen Sunday.
I got you.
And had to call 911.
Wow.
My voice have been going, but it's really left. And on the kind of you, how great travel is House of Hope. Reason I'm sitting here today because I love this church, love you, that with my voice, you know me, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Y'all listen, let me tell you just a little bit. Don't y'all feel sorry, please. Don't do that. Don't let that sweet, how she acting sweet and all that. Those y'all who know her know that she will give the pastor, she will give the president, the governor, the pope, your mama, your auntie, and your uncle cousin a hard time with that mouth. So that's probably what's going on here today. So because she just giving her pastor such a hard time, and I love her so much. Just a 94 years young.
Right.
And you look just as beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell me about your, where you were born, where you grew up.
Well, that came out strong. Well, I was born here in Atlanta, Georgia, at Grady Hospital.
Grady Hospital.
Grady Hospital. Lived on the other side in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Came up Pittsburgh. Came up in Bethany, Baptist Church on McDaniel Street.
McDaniel Street.
That was my church. My father was a deacon there. My mother, she was a mother. Although my mother died when I was 7 years old. My brother, he was 3. And she got sick and she passed. But I came up, my dad raised my brother and I himself. Back in that time, people, church helped each other. While he worked at the railroad, members, mothers, everybody, my brother and I, we came up in the church, going everywhere. Baptism, 5 o'clock in the morning, outside at the pool. My brother always said when we got older, yeah, he would never go to church. Love it all of my life. All of my life, I did everything in church. Group, in the choir, on the usher board, everything. And as I got up, I'm jumping a little bit. When I got at campus, didn't have secretary. He tells them, I'm going to be secretary. For people, family tell you then, you did. He came home. Girl, you're secretary of our church. I said, what? I was secretary then. But coming on up, came up with a good dad. From me being 7, my brother 3, he raised us. He kept us together. And then as we got older, and when I got into high school, he was still there for us. Although when I was in high school, I started with him working on the railroad. I was taught by him how to cook, how to do everything. But high school, never went to a game, never did. I would come home, had an aunt there, stayed with her. She didn't walk. She couldn't do anything. But I go to school in the morning. I get her, cook breakfast, get her dressed, put her on the front porch. That she would stay till I get home. But then people looked at each other. Come home, cook my dad, cook our dinner, and everything. But if you would know, with me, I've never said I didn't have a good life.
Wow.
Because my dad, he was good in school, had friends, but while they was going to game, I'm at home taking care of my house. But none of that. I didn't have no regrets.
That's beautiful.
And then after that, when we got out of school and all, and I got a little older, and my dad, he knew this lady. He wanted to marry. He knew, but you know, had a good dad. So he would do any of that. She lived in Shelby, North Carolina. He let my brother and guy go up there, stay. No, we came back home told my dad he could marry.
Wow.
That's the kind of life I came up. But like I said, after that, they didn't make, he found out after she got there, she changed. He got a divorce. And so with my life, with me, I could have said, I don't like my life, but I was in church. I was at home with my daddy and my brother. We had right now a good life.
We have none other than Dr. John Paul McGee in the studio with us. You have such a unique gift of both piano, organ performance, but also preaching, right? So I want to know, what do you love most about your ministries of music and preaching?
I love the opportunity to be limitless in the expression of the gospel message. I'm able to express it through oration, so public speaking in non-ecclesial contexts, but also through what is deemed the universal language, which is music. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to even converse about it, to reflect on what God has given me, the weight of it, the immensity of it. It is truly humbling.
Wow. What a story about I mean, when you that young and your mama passes away, and but to have a man, I mean, to step in like that, and even when he decided when y'all got older to get married again, I want y'all to go spend some time with her first to see. That tells me a lot about you and your family. And so after you came through school, you decided at some point to get married yourself.
Yes.
So tell me about when, you know, what happened when you first decided to get married.
Well, for one thing, like I said, I'm at home with my dad, so doing everything and all. But at a certain time, when I decided to get married, my dad had another wife, and it was just one word. And my husband, I had started working at Southern Spring Mattress Company, and my husband, he was black, call him office boy, but he was a big wheel at there. And quite naturally, with me going in, I'm going in as a younger lady in the office, but he would come down to the factory just to see me. Now, he was much older now, but with my dad and the other wife, things just went doing, and he wanted me to marry. He said, I want you to be my wife so I could love you and protect you. And I married her. As I said, quite a few years was on there. But for my first 6 years, I was a queen. I didn't work. I didn't do anything but stay at home. After 6 years, my first child was, that was Denise. After that, I had four, had Denise, Doug, four, and I still had a beautiful life, but as life went on and years went on, sometimes things do happen. And later, I did get another husband to be a Kilpatrick. But with all of that, my life was good. Even with the other, when my first husband, his sister birthday was on the same day. And Denise asked my husband if they could have a birthday. That's how close with their family. And with my other family, right now, they're still close.
Wow.
My family was a close family, still a close family. And then after that, that's when I with him, we decided we come to Great Traverse Baptist Church. Alan, my baby, but my husband, he was small. And that's how we got in Great Traverse. But Reverend Shepherd was family. As most people know, he was family in a way. I knew it would. We would go to church, although during that time, you would have 2 Sundays at your church, first and third, after second and third. Then we'll go to travel with another church. So real nice. Had a grown, and like I said, I've never said if I didn't have, I would be another person in school. I didn't. My father hurt himself. I was going to be a nurse or a teacher, but my father hurt himself on the job. When he came home, they took care of all. And you know what? I've been trying. I got my life so full. I guess with my children, when they came along, that I was school crossing guard, one of the first here in Atlanta, black school crossing guard. Then I was in school as the president of the school. Then I was doing with my children, following them everywhere, keeping them in church, working in church, doing. I had a blessed life. Never, no regret. I could say, oh, if my mother lived, she was a teacher, probably been a teacher now, but if I was, but up and up, I had a perfect life, still happy with my children, with my family, with you all.
In one day, God can turn your life around. Hey, everybody, my name is Courtney Franklin, and you're watching Tea and Worship with my girl Mignon and my boy Corey right here on the Hope TV.
her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
How to figure out what amount you can afford in order to community shop.
I would say they definitely can start by looking at what you pay in rent, because a lot of mortgage counselors qualify you for that. Then we can get into payment shock and everything else. You at least have that conversation with your mortgage counselor. What's your affordability? They see it at right now, and if they got to save money above the rent. So the best thing to do is find out what you're paying, monthly in rent, and then try and get a home search set up that's within those boundaries, sale price and taxes. And then you can kind of see at that sale price and these taxes, this is what, if you want more, you might have to save and do payment shock, and then you can see how much further you can go up.
Let me ask you this question. I know your family, and you've been around you and loving you since I've been here 18 years. You've been to this church almost 50 years, but you have lived a blessed life, a happy life. You're 94 years young, and you got your right mind. You're in good health. Everybody loves you. You're fun to be around. You always the life of the party. I want to close this out today. I'm gonna bring you back when your voice is real good and strong. But I want you to tell somebody today who's watching, what do you think? What are the secrets to having a happy life? What can people do who don't have a happy life? And what did you do that you think helped to make your life be happy?
Do you know what? I figured you were going to ask me. I did. I figured you were going to ask me that. But do you know what?
What's that?
Do you know what I was going to tell you?
What's that?
I don't know. I don't really. I don't. My life, like I said, I came up. Now, only thing I can say, it was God. Now, that I came up 7 years old with money. And when nothing changed, nothing. It wasn't hard for me. It was my dad. It was not hard. I can't say it. It was God. Each day, it was Him taught me and led me. I can't, but one thing I can say, you, Professor Smith, if you come up, Father, keeping you in church, telling you what to do, how to do it, that's what keep. And we said now, with the children coming up, it's children, having children. They don't know what's happened. And I was listening at early when she was saying about your grandmother and your mother. And they don't have that. What can you tell them? What can you tell them? There, when you hear 12 years old, 13 years out in the street at 10, 11 o'clock at night, where's the parent? But at the time I came up, we had people helping each other, talking to each other, doing said, coming back. So much I did learn from children and being with them. When your children, it's listen to what they have to say. Now, that I know, because when I was coming up, if an old person said something, and you said, no, Dad, I didn't do it, what they gonna say? Are they lying? So you gonna say, no, I promise my children, and even to children coming up in my house. Do you know I have young fellas over to my food, do things, because he stayed at my house coming up. And then I told him, I listened when they would say, so-and-so said, I would listen to them. And then I listened at the other. And I want to say that, for example, Alan was in high school, and teacher went out the room, and classmates, just, you know. So when she came back, the children said it was Alan. You know Alan quiet. He was children coming up, but he was always different. She told Alan to stay out of school. Alan said, I didn't do it, and I'm not. She calls me and tells me that Alan, I said, that Alan said he didn't do it. Alan went around now. I said, Alan didn't do it. That's the devil in all of my children. Things happen with Denise in school. She come, they don't tell her, because they know we're going to listen and get to the back. The very next day, teacher called me, apologized. She found out the voice. But I'm trying to say, you asked me how I could tell people now. It's you the parent. You bring them up in a way you would have them. And they may go by a little bit, but they will not depart.
Amen.
They gonna be right there. They gonna know you're there for them. And I could go right out there, talk to him. And on the street years back, I saw men jump on the girl. I stepped in. They just said, it's who you are and what you, if you give respect, you will give respect.
Yes, ma'am.
back. They see how you are. Miss Kilpatrick is not there. But if you do wrong, Miss Kilpatrick is going to tell you.
Listen, y'all, this is the kind of wisdom and instruction that let people live to be 94. To see a beautiful family and grandkids all doing well and still loving on our force.
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
think having a community.
Yes, sir.
And everybody who's watching, we got to take those principles and we got to apply them so that we can too live long, healthy, and happy lives. And what I love about Miss Kilpatrick is every time you see her, she's nothing but love, nothing but happiness, and nothing but joy. And that's what I believe God can have for all of us if we trust him and put those principles in place. I want to thank you for being a part. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're the best.
And you stay in my life. And remember what I've been saying. I'm always saying, when you do a funeral, I love it.
Oh, listen.
But you know what I told you? I want you to do mine before I die.
We're not talking.
So I know what you gonna say about me.
She want
You
me,
are a trip.
she
I
want,
love
she want me
you.
to do her funeral before she died. Whoever say something like that? Only this woman right here will ask somebody to do their funeral before she died.
So I know what you gonna say.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna say she's a mess. She's a mess. She's a mess.
Okay. You don't have to do it, then.
Hey, I hope you've enjoyed today. It's been a pleasure, and I want to thank y'all for tuning into the Legacy series. This has been so exciting for me. I've been so excited about this, just so we can glean and learn and tell our stories. So many people trying to stop some of the others who are racist, trying to kill our stories and trying to get out. They don't want to talk about where we come from, and that's why we got to tell our stories more. And so we're here. You got something you want to say?
May I say this?
Yes.
I was going to sing it. I sing every day. Different song, but I can't. But I'm gonna say, he's sweet, I know.
Yes.
He's sweet, I know.
Yes.
Dark cloud may rise.
Yes.
Strong
May blow. Yes.
But I tell the world
Yes.
wherever, ever I go.
Yes.
I've got to say,
Yes. And he's sweet.
and he is so sweet. I know.
Yes, he is. Hey, and with that, y'all got that. Ain't no more to be said. He's sweet, I know. Walk with the Lord, and keep up 94 years. He can get you through what you're going through. So y'all be strong. Got to close this segment of one-on-one, but always remember this. If you'll be good to God, God will be good to you. Till next time, peace. I love y'all. Have a good one.